Good evening, Central Louisiana. I'm meteorologist Tom Convica here in the Weather Center. We're looking at a nice shot out there. Sun getting through some of the breaks in the clouds. We call those crepuscular rays. Look it up. Find a little bit out about that. Saw some birds flying around just a bit ago as well, but they're not too interested in the camera. They didn't hang out and check things out while they were here. Let's go into the weather headlines here. Just a couple of brief headlines for you. We have a warm weekend ahead, but a strong cold front is on the way that will bring that to an end, and we'll talk details on some of the numbers here coming up in just a bit. Now, looking at your morning lows, we found readings very warm. In fact, 73 at AEX would stand as a record there in that location. Looking elsewhere, couldn't find but just a few folks that stayed in the 60s, and those were upper 60s there. Now, looking at the main situation here for your current readings, we're seeing temperatures in the 80s. Temperature are falling here this time of evening. So we're seeing a general temperature drop there for you in that time frame. Otherwise, we're looking at the situation for looks like let me change the map here. Finally, there we go. We're going to go to the national satellite imagery here, and we're going to track this front. You can just kind of see a band of clouds here across our part of the world. That's kind of the same situation that was back off to the west several days ago. It just kind of meandered this way and weakened as it did. Over for our friends in Texas, portions of Texas, Oklahoma, they had a lot of rain, or a good many flash flood warnings that I saw here over the past several days in that part of the world. But over this way, no such dice. We're just seeing a little bit of rain coming up into the forecast there with this situation. But I think with a cold front, we will see some better rain chances come back in store for us as that situation begins to unfold. Looking at the current radar, not seeing too much on that. We're seeing a few showers develop and come in gently from the south and maybe the southeast at times. Football Friday, I don't see really any issues with that. Yeah, certainly you could hit a stray shower. And across South Allen, looks like a definite increase there to the northwest of Kinder as that heads toward the north. And that would interrupt the game if it came over the field. But by and large, with low coverage and the game locations, not seeing, I think, much in the way of chances that we'd see a game rained out. No thunder or lightning that we can tell with this, but if that does happen, certainly that could delay a game. And looking at the situation down the road, we're also seeing the futurecast, and we'll put this into motion. This is our Barron model showing for tomorrow. I don't think we'll see even as much shower activity as we saw here for today. So that's something that we're going to look forward to as well. It'll just be a warm day. Looking at the rainfall totals, these are future totals according to the Barron model. I think it's probably underestimated. I do see some rain chances here across the area, especially as the front comes through, and there could be some amounts. I think it'll stay less than an inch, but I do think that the model is a little bit underdone here with those particular rainfall totals. Now let's go in forward and looking at the futurecast and the lows tonight. We'll see temperatures still mainly maybe dropping a little bit lower than last night. I'd say we'll average about 69 degrees, and then highs for the day on Saturday, I think we'll be well in the 80s, middle to upper 80s will be the most common. We'll see some temperature readings. No 90s explicitly on the map, but I think that's certainly a possibility as the conditions warrant. And I think partly sunny sky will help that with some sunshine for us. Looking at the weather down the road here, this is for Friday. This is for today. We'll see the fronts kind of stalled out across the southern plains. It becomes a cold front from Missouri northward into the Great Lakes. And then that front will try to make a move in our direction, but the high pressure ridge the warm bubble of air that's sitting over us will kind of block that front for right now. The fronts can slip underneath that, but it's going to take a while. Even by Sunday, we see the front kind of realigning itself, and still a cold front now from about Little Rock in toward Texarkana by midday Sunday or so. So that front will continue to be moving into our area, but it will continue to organize as well. So we will see that front come through Sunday night and Monday morning here across central Louisiana. And so that will be the welcome news that folks are looking forward to see that front come through. Now, couple of warm days, warm weekend, as I promised you, highs of 87, 88 degrees both days. Some thermometers will hit 90, 65 for a low Sunday. I don't see really much rain chance, 10, 20%, just to keep the forecast covered in case there is a stray shower. Now, once we get into later Sunday night, Monday morning, and during the day Monday, as that front just kind of moves into the area, the first thing we'll see is an increase in rain and clouds, and I'm up in the rain chance now. Hey, how about that? That's a good positive for the forecast. 60% chance there, rain likely. I don't expect heavy rain, but I do expect many folks to see at least something out of that deal. Temperatures will drop during the day Monday, not your typical situation. It will be warmer as you head to work and school Monday morning than as you come back from work and school that afternoon and evening. It won't be a severe drop, but it will be a noticeable drop. So watch out for that. And it'll be breezy Monday and Tuesday, kind of adding to the chill, if you will. 43 for Tuesday morning, that's an average. So I want to emphasize that once again. The numbers I give are averages for Central Louisiana. I don't just forecast for Alexandria, Pineville as a point. All folks have equal input to this. Opelousas, Natchitoches, DeRidder, Faraday, Vidalia, Jonesville, Gina, Leesville, Marksville, Bunkie, all have equal input for this. So there can be a variation on either side of this. So 43, some folks could be as cold maybe as 39 or 40. Others might stay in the upper 40s. So you kind of get the idea there. Now moving into Tuesday, a very cool day. We'll see clouds, especially in the morning. And I will include a small chance of a sprinkle or shower early Tuesday. That will kind of work out of the area as the drier and colder air kind of works in, and we bottom out for Wednesday and Thursday morning. Some of you will see a freeze those mornings. Now, it won't be a general freeze for Wednesday morning, but definitely a few folks will. Now, Thursday morning, when we're a couple of degrees lower, averaging 32, you know what that means. Some folks could be as cold as 28 or 29. Other locations would say above freezing. Right now, we can't predict that point by point, but we just got to 32 on the map, letting you know that's certainly a freeze possible on Thursday. If that happens, it will be the coldest mornings since March 20th when we had a strong freeze. That morning we averaged 27 degrees here in central Louisiana. Not that cold this time, but those lows for Wednesday and Thursday certainly threaten the freezing mark. So you might want to make, if you need to do that. We'll start to see temperatures rise Thursday afternoon, a good warm up, 65. Then back in the mid to upper 30s for Friday morning, and then breaking 70 there for your Friday. So a good forecast there. Middle latter part of next week. Kind of the weather you said you wanted. So you'll notice the chill coming in Monday, and then the rest of the week is below normal. Thanks for listening.